Her neck. But the tail of the tape, Manchester City 0, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Don't forget, we'll have second half commentary out in Perth, Western Australia, here on City Plus. And we'll also bring you the best of the opening 45 as we head back to the studio with Natalie and Izzy.
Thank you so much to Nick there for the first half commentary, and of course to Izzy as well. Welcome back to Matchday Live. We are keeping you busy today, Izzy.
Yes, we are. A lot of talking.
Have you had a chance to just have a quick drink?
Yeah, had a little bite to eat as well. Drink, good to go.
Good to go, ready to talk more football, because that is half-time. It is 0-0 in the Perth International final between City and PSG. Would you say it's fair to say City were on top for at least the first 30 minutes of that game?
Yeah, I think they've been exceptional. I think they've really imposed the style that Gareth Taylor wants them to play. I think they've been really crisp with their passing. Considering it's only their second game of pre-season, I'd say they're looking really good.
Yes, that second game of pre-season there, I think, is so interesting, because to see them, I think the difference in the first 30 minutes of the Leicester game and the first 30 minutes of this game is worlds apart. Yeah,
no, definitely. We said it in the Leicester game, you know, the intensity was quite low. You can see the difference this makes, you know, coming into the second game. The players are probably feeling fresher. They've got the minutes in their legs from the first game, and they're good to go. And I think the way that they've dominated PSG, they've been by far the better team. Some of the football at times has been brilliant to watch, and then they're just missing that goal, aren't they?
Yes, we are. I'd feel a lot better right now if we'd converted one of those chances, because there's been some absolutely cracking chances in that first half. Now, let's have a look back now at the first one of those, which came within the first 5 minutes. We talked a lot about Jess Park in the pre-show, and Jess came up in, let's say, 5th minute. Very much involved Mary Fowler as well, who we also talked about. Can you talk us through this opportunity?
Yeah, so it actually comes from Jessica Park. Pressing originally, she's got the high energy, she's doing the hard yards off the ball, and the way the ball just kind of gets set to her here, it was Alex Greenwood actually, brilliant first touch out of her feet, and she takes the opportunity to make a snapshot, and the goalkeeper's done really well to sort of save it on the deflection, but that was a really good start from Jess Park. You can just see it again. Yeah, just the way that the ball comes to her, bang out her feet, she gets a shot off, and yeah, the goalkeeper does really well.
In the first couple of minutes as well, for the goalkeeper to do so well, I immediately went, it's going to be one of those days, and it is because we have kept her busy. Absolutely. And she has been on her toes for all of that. So that was the first 5 minutes, an opportunity for Jess Park. Then City continued in that opening to be really physical and really dominant, and then the next opportunity came just 5 minutes later, and this time it was Bunny Shaw. Now, what is it about us and Australia where we are not getting given penalties, Izzy? Because, again, I thought this was pretty stonewall. What did you think?
I said it on comms. I mean, we thought it was stonewall as well. I think Bunny Shaw does really well to sort of press Harry. There's no foul in that, and then this is where the foul comes. Bunny Shaw's really clever. You can just see here she gets her body into a position where the defender has to foul her. And, you know, you can see Bunny Shaw's reaction. We've seen that a lot in the WSL because, you know, she's a strong physical player, but that doesn't mean to say she can't get penalties. So I think, you know, the referees missed that one there, unfortunately, for Man City. But, yeah, good play from Bunny Shaw to get herself into that position.
Frustrating after the not penalty that we had not given for us for Miedemar in the Leicester game as well. And I appreciate that the defender there is falling, but she still falls onto the back leg of Bunny, and she takes her down. So I'm wondering what the referee's seen that we haven't.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think she probably just sees it maybe as a 50-50. A bit of Bunny Shaw harassing, and then obviously the second part is the contact. The defender falls onto Bunny Shaw's leg, her trailing leg, and it takes enough to take her down, you know, enough to stop it. It's a clear goal-scoring opportunity as well. So, yeah, I think the referee probably will look at that at half-time and know that she's perhaps, you know, missed that one.
Yeah. So what have you made of Bunny in the first 45, first game back starting?
Yeah, she's looked good, clean, good. I think her link-up play's been nice. I think, you know, as a number 9 in this system, you've got to find a really nice balance of staying away and leaving the space for the other players to operate in. But then when they need you, you need to arrive. I think she's actually achieved that balance really nicely. She knows it inside out. She knows the system, but getting up to speed, I think Laura Binkilder-Brown has looked on point. I think she had that chance, didn't she, which I know we're going to come to. But, yeah, I think she's looked brilliant. Jess Park's looked brilliant. And I think that sort of combination with Bunny Shaw dropping deep and those two running beyond is quite a nice little asset for Gareth Taylor.
Very much enjoying City's midfield so far in that 45 minutes. Before we look at those other opportunities that we mentioned there, the wonderful thing about pre-season, you never really know what's going to happen. And apparently in pre-season in Australia, you get a half-time chat with the players as well. So we can hear now from Jess Park.
I'm here with Manchester City's at Jess Park. Jess, are you a bit frustrated that you haven't found the back of the net, despite it being an impressive display?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've created really good moments and I think we've moved the ball really well and kept possession, and it's just unfortunate that we haven't put it in, but we need to make the most of them chances and put them in next half.
It's been a high-tempo first half. How are the legs holding up? It still is pre-season.
Yeah, you know, it's hard on the legs, but, you know, you keep going, get the fitness in and keep playing good football.
Good luck for the second half.
Thank you very much.
Now, stop talking to her. Let her go and have a sit down. I want her having a rest, Izzy.
Yeah, she needs an energy gel and a bottle of water and she'll be good to go second half.
Because she has been very, very busy in that first half, as have most of the Manchester City attackers. More chances for us to talk through with you now. So after that penalty opportunity that wasn't given, 6 minutes later, wonderful double save from the PSG keeper, who has just been so busy in that first half. Kijkanek has kept PSG in this game. So we can see here another opportunity for Bunny. At this point, Izzy, I'm screaming, like, come on, come on! But she does well, the keeper.
Yeah, she does. She reads it. Good play from Hasegawa, Jess Park and Bunny Shaw on the last line. We can watch it again here. They get there at the same time. And this second phase from Mary Fowler's interesting me because Mary Fowler's got it in her head, I think. She could dink that over the keeper and maybe take the foul or get through on goal. But, yeah, I think another good bit of play from City to get into those areas. I think if they weren't finding those areas, there would have been a bit more of an issue. And this, again, save from Kijkanek, you know, snapshot save again from Bunny Shaw. Does the right thing going across the keeper. First touch is brilliant, bang. And then it's a good save from the keeper. Slow-mo's always better. Reactions, reflexes. And we said earlier, didn't we, about Mary Earps, you know, being on the bench. And, you know, if they're vying for that spot, she's putting a good stake. You know, Kijkanek's putting a good stake for that first half performance. She's been proverbially peppered, hasn't she? And she's done well.
Yeah, if she's looking over at the bench and seeing England's number one, she's going, nope. Not today.
Not today.
This is not for you today. This is my game. In all those opportunities that we've seen, what I'm noticing is as how high City are pressing, really going forward in numbers. Mary Fowler very much involved in that, and we've seen it with that double opportunity when Bunny didn't score. Mary was right there behind. Are you noticing that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a big feature of City's game, pressing. You've got Chloe Kelly on the bench, who I think is also a brilliant presser. Her energy is fantastic, but the players that have been out there, Jess Park, Blinkilda Brown jumping from midfield, it's a big role to play. Bunny Shaw sitting in and around there, sort of number 6, if you like. And then obviously the fullbacks coming up as well and joining that press. And Hasegawa, you know, putting out fires where needed. So, yeah, I think it's been good. Can they sustain it for 90 at this stage of pre-season? It's a tough ask on the players. But I think Gareth Taylor will have liked what he's seen so far. And I think he'll want to keep it that way for as long as possible, you know, within the realms of what his backroom staff are telling him with certain players to keep everybody fit and healthy.
Yeah, absolutely, because the tempo in that first half has been high. There was the opportunity that I'd like to see again that you mentioned. So Laura Blinkilda-Brown had this opportunity towards the end of the first half. A great build-up play again from City there. You see Alex Greenwood has picked the ball up and is driving forward. And then Bunny is onto it with a little flick on there. And then talk us through this opportunity.
This is brilliant play again. I absolutely love it. Just the finding that sort of overload in the player. Blinkilda-Brown's run is brilliant, and it's just that little finish, the last bit that Jess Park just spoke to us about there. We know it's there. Again, could it have been a little lift over the keeper as she's gone down? But, you know, Gareth Taylor will be so happy with the players that are out there getting into those positions. It's just about being clinical now.
So we do have a very full bench, lots of players on the bench. You mentioned Chloe Kelly's there on the bench as well. A lot of the young academy players as well that had opportunities in the first game are on the bench. What's your feeling about the second half? What do you think in terms of any changes?
It's a great question. Difficult one as well. Big bench, which is great. Lots of options to choose from. I think you got to look towards Chloe Kelly, possibly Leia Alejandri, who's a player who can play full-back, centre-back. She's very good in those roles that Uabi and Kasparai have been doing where the full-backs come inside. She can play centre-back. Is Alana Kennedy 100% fit? Not sure. I think Alex Greenwood will probably play the full 90. But yeah, I think Gareth Taylor's got options on the bench, and like you say, if there are any academy products that come through and get some minutes in a game like this against, you know, good European opposition, it's fantastic exposure for them on tour.
Yeah, at this tempo as well, that'll be a great opportunity for them. You can watch the second half. The full second half is available on City Plus. If you are not currently subscribed to City Plus, or indeed if you are, there is some incredible documentaries available on City Plus. Such a wealth of things to keep you entertained. And a new documentary coming out very, very shortly is about the wonder kid himself, the PFA Men's Player of the Year, Phil Foden. Here's a little sneak peek for you now.
I mean, he was obsessed.
He was obsessed.
I was just obsessed with football.
He's turned into such an outstanding football player.
He's already one of the best players in the Premier League. I think the future is all his.
He'll be up there with the best players in the world.
He could be a Ballon d'Or winner. He sort of sat back and was like, wow, you're going to be a really special player.
He was doing all these magical things at such a young age.
Phil was the smallest one, but if he was on your team, you knew you were going to win.
He can be running for 90 minutes. He doesn't stop.
Phil in that game was he was the most Brazilian player on the pitch.
Genuine love for playing football.
Whatever he wants to achieve, he can get it.
He's just a lad from Stockport.
Statue next to yours as well.
You probably have a whole stadium for him.
Oh, I love that. Just a lad from Stockport. He is. He's just a football-obsessed, mad lad from Stockport. Did you come across Phil at your time? Was he would have been young?
Yeah. So when we moved Manchester City Women into this CFA building, we were around the academy. So we got to see the sort of rise of Phil Foden, you know, firsthand. Remember him being a skinny lad in the gym from Stockport. He still is a lad from Stockport. But the way that he physically progressed in his level of balance, I remember all the physical performance coaches used to be absolutely blown away by his balance and his ability to move with the ball. He just glides. We've seen it there, clips on there, like glides past players. It's absolutely magnificent to see how, you know, where he's got to. And I think the scary bit is there's more to come.
Oh, gosh, the scary and very exciting bit is that there is indeed more to come as well. Izzy, thank you so much for running between jobs today. We much appreciate it. I'm going to let you get back off so you can go back onto the co-commentary. You can listen to the second half on the City app with Izzy and with Nick Walsh as well, and you can watch on City Plus. So another 45 minutes to go to see if City can pick up their first trophy of the season after a dominant first half. Let's just convert some of those chances in the second. So Izzy and I will be back here at full time.
Thanks, Natalie. Yeah, welcome back. Oh, some dark clouds looming out in Perth, Western Australia. Floodlights on. Can we get the breakthrough in the second half? You are very welcome from wherever you are watching around the world. Here in the UK, moving towards midday, but well past tea time out in Western Australia, and it looks like they've got some